Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. What an exciting day in Lexington. Today we are crowding the winner's circle, so I'm going to take an appropriate minute or two to acknowledge and thank some of the folks who are part of this major project. First, our council members. Vice Mayor Steve Kay is here, Bill Farmer, Joe Smith, Kathy Ploman, Fred Brown, Richard Maloney, and I see State Representative George Brown and Jake Gibbs just walked in. Jake, thank you, sir. And thanks too to Congressman Andy Barr, to Town Branch Park Advisory Board Chair Ann Bakhaus and Gena Wirth from SCAPE Architects, Landscape Architects. You will be hearing from them shortly. They're right up here with me. Thanks too to our architects, consultants, and contractors. In addition to SCAPE, AECOM, Lord X Sargent, Lochner, Gresham Smith and Partners, Strand Associates, Element, and Tribute Contractors. And thanks to the City Hall folks who have been a part of this project now, yes, for almost 7 years, because great projects take time. Jeff Fugate, who managed the design competition early on. Jamie Emmons, who's here, and for Jamie's relentless work to win the Tiger Grant, and then to manage the project along with Jonathan Hollinger. And to the leadership at City Hall today, Sally Hamilton, our Chief Administrative Officer, Jeff Reed, my Chief of Staff, and Dal Hoskins Squire, Charlie Martin, Doug Burton, Derek Paulson, and Brandy Peacher. Brandy is today continuing the extraordinary management of this project. This week, Lexington is celebrating the 4th of July, and we're celebrating it this week by officially breaking ground on a project that will light up our economy, our downtown, and our entire city, the Town Branch Commons. We've been working on Town Branch for almost 7 years now, and it will be a number of years, yes, until it is finished. Yes, we have known from the start that completing Town Branch would take time, but we also knew it would happen. We knew this day would come. No other single infrastructure that we build today has the potential to still be a functioning part of our community hundreds of years from today. We're breaking ground today on a project that's about our children and our children's children. We're also building a great reason to work downtown. We're building a great reason to work downtown, to move a business downtown, to live downtown, to visit downtown, to have fun downtown. We're building on the experience economy. It's been done before with extraordinary success and results in other cities, most notably the San Antonio Riverwalk. The San Antonio Riverwalk was imagined before the Great Depression in the early 1900s, and it actually took a decade before ground was broken for the Riverwalk. It was a WPA project. Today, the San Antonio Riverwalk stretches more than 15 miles through downtown San Antonio and into the countryside. Great projects take time and imagination and relentless determination. That's why we're here today, after years of relentless determination. Our Town Branch Commons is part trail, part signature downtown park. It's a ribbon of the bluegrass that will wind itself through downtown, stretching for 2 miles from Rupp Arena to the west to the Isaac Murphy Memorial Art Garden to the east. It will connect our city's 2 major trails, giving Lexington 22 miles of uninterrupted bike and pedestrian paths and connecting downtown to the rural landscape. The first step in the Town Branch project was finding an outstanding idea. Ideas are the DNA of everything that's important. And we didn't know in 2012, when we chose SCAPE as the winner of an international competition to design Town Branch Commons, that the firm's founder, Kate Orff, would soon win a MacArthur Genius Grant. In announcing the award, the MacArthur Foundation said earlier this year, Kadorf's designs call attention to the most distinctive natural attributes of a given place. And that's certainly true of Town Branch Commons, which will highlight our distinctive karst topography, the limestone rock that many believe has made Lexington the horse capital of the world. I want to thank Gena Wirth for representing SCAPE today. And Gena, I'd like for you to tell us more about the Town Branch design.
Thank you, Mayor Gray, and thanks to all of you. It is truly an honor to be here with this kind of talented and committed crowd making this vision happen. It's especially an honor to be here in this physical place today because you may not know it, but we are standing in the headwaters of the stream of Town Branch. The headwaters is the collection, the area where water runs off our land and moves into water bodies, and we are standing at the origin of this water body, flowing below our feet and in pipes that run below Midland and along Vine Street, past the Convention Center, past Rupp Arena, through the Bluegrass region, and ultimately to the Kentucky River. We are standing along the path of Town Branch. This water body is a connective element, and while today it's invisible, it is a connective element that can really bring us together. It was a site of hunting and fishing for indigenous peoples. It was along Town Branch that the city was founded, so it's critical to the city's history. And as the city grew, this stream was buried and forgotten over time as the city expanded. But today we stand here in an effort to recognize this long and diverse legacy and bring the Town Branch back into the fabric of this city as a productive and connective place. Town Branch Commons is not a singular project. It is a new linear landscape for Lexington that brings the beauty and the heritage of the Bluegrass region through the downtown. The mayor said it himself. It is a ribbon of bluegrass that connects the downtown. It unites people, connecting parks like Charles Young Park, where we're standing, with future parks like Town Branch Park, which will join this network of places in the future. It creates place for safe passage for pedestrians and bicyclists walking, commuting, and jogging downtown. And the project will plant hundreds of new trees downtown, creating shade, cooling the city, and celebrating the beauty of Kentucky's native flora. Finally, Town Branch Commons will direct the flow of water of Town Branch, and itself, at moments, will express itself through limestone features and karst features along the path of the trail. It will collect, store, and treat water through planted features called bioswales that form a new green infrastructure for the city itself. Our office, SCAPE, is thrilled to have played a role in the development of this inspiring project, and we are honored to have worked with such a collaborative and interdisciplinary team to make this vision a reality. Today, at this groundbreaking, in the headwaters of Town Branch, we plant the seed for a project that will grow and unfold over time to improve the social and the ecological health of Lexington for many generations to come. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Gena. Once we had a great plan, the next step was actually planning. President Eisenhower once said, "The plan is nothing. Planning is everything." The act of planning, of engaging people and their ideas. Yes, we had a good idea, the Town Branch Commons, but it took good planning, engaging ideas and people to get us to this day when actual implementation can begin. Part of the planning was finding the funding, and we knew that would be tough. We set our sights on a federal Tiger grant. The first year, we were rejected, but in year 2, we made it, beating our competition from all over the country. We were awarded $14.1 million. And today, I want to thank those who were involved in that award. I want to begin by thanking a fellow who's not here, but the former mayor of Louisville, Jerry Abramson. In the Obama administration, Mayor Abramson was actually the director of the Office for Intergovernmental Affairs. And Jerry was our help all along the way with the administration. And two, we want to thank for the support from Senator McConnell and Representative Andy Barr. I mentioned Jerry Abramson, but we also need to mention former Obama administration Transportation Secretary Anthony Foxx, who was also an advocate for us. We found additional support through other federal and state grants, and the council, our city council, made a local investment as we put together $39.5 million, that's right at 40, to fully fund the trail. Representative Barr, can you tell us more about your decision to support Town Branch?
Thanks, Mayor. Oh, thank you very much, Mayor, and good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with all of you today as we celebrate the groundbreaking of this historic project in our hometown. I would like to thank the Lexington-Fayette Urban County government, all of the folks from the Parks Department that are here, many of the city council members, the mayor's office. Mayor Gray, thanks for your vision. And thanks to all of the people, the community, who got and rallied behind this project. As a previous member of the board of directors of the Friends of the Isaac Murphy Memorial Art Garden, I do understand the importance of developments such as this project for the future of our city. And I saw Bob Quick come in back in the back. Bob, where are you?
Over here.
Okay, Bob, well, I want to thank Bob Quick and Commerce Lexington because this goes back further than 2012, really. The seeds of this project were in those leadership trips. I went on 3 of them. I know many here went on a lot of these trips. But we went to Greenville, South Carolina, and we went to Austin, Texas, and we went to Oklahoma City and other beautiful cities around the country. And they all had one thing in common. They had something in their downtown that attracted people, that attracted young workers, that attracted entrepreneurs and economic activity. And we took a lesson from those communities. And we said, we need something like this, an attraction, a green space, a park, a water focus, something that could attract more economic activity. And as so many have written in urban development projects, you need a place in order to attract the intellectual capital to become a city of the 21st century. So we know that strong infrastructure system and parks ensures local and regional economic development, steady job creation, which allow businesses large and small the ability to compete locally and globally. And since this garden, the Isaac Murphy Memorial Art Garden, is part of the multimodal trail of networks, I'm grateful that more Kentuckians will now be able to experience the historic significance of the Isaac Murphy Memorial Art Garden. And there's many important aspects of this project. We were proud, of course, that our office, along with Senator McConnell, were very supportive of securing the $14 million in federal funding through the Transportation Investment Generating Economic Recovery, or more commonly known as the Tiger Grant Program. But I want to echo Mayor Gray's thanks to Jerry Abramson. As the mayor pointed out, when we were applying for this Tiger Grant, Jerry Abramson, the former Louisville for Life and mayor, had become the director of the Office of Intergovernmental Affairs in the White House. And I'd spoke to him on the telephone. I even went to the White House with Kelly, who was my liaison to President Obama at the time, and had breakfast in the White House mess with Jerry, and we talked about Lexington. And I said, I know you're a Louisville guy, but you're a Kentucky man, and this is important for Lexington. And he agreed. And so I want to thank Jerry as well for his instrumental input into us receiving this $14 million grant and federal funding. And finally, let me just say something. Let me just say one more thing, and that is, you know, at ribbon cuttings like this, we celebrate our community. This is going to bring economic activity. It's going to make us a better city, a stronger community. It's going to provide recreation and tourism opportunities. It's going to connect downtown to our beautiful surrounding bluegrass area. It's going to reflect that karst topography that is part of our heritage and our history. But I want to thank the group of people who are responsible for this that typically don't get the credit at groundbreakings like that, like this, and that is the hard-working taxpayer. The hard-working taxpayer that provided the ultimate resources for this grant, and which will provide the leverage to attract the private capital from the Town Branch Fund. And so I want to thank Allison Langford at the Town Branch Fund, Ann and her team and the Board of Directors for being part of this public-private partnership. Thank you. This is a great day for Lexington.
Representative Barr, thank you so much. With the trail funded, we looked to the private support, to the private sector for support for Town Branch Park. Like many quality of life investments we've made in our city, Town Branch is a public-private partnership. Ann Bakhaus stepped forward. She stepped up. And she has not stopped working to create a park that will be a destination and a sensation. A park with extraordinary gravitational pull. Great parks have great cities. Great cities have great parks. I should have said it the right way. And Ann and her group are collecting input from across the entire community to make Town Branch Park a great park for our great American city. Town Branch Park has already attracted $6 million in private gifts, and that's unprecedented for Lexington. Ann, will you please share with us more about your plans for Town Branch Park?
The work beginning here today is the next step for Town Branch project to become a reality. On behalf of Town Branch Park Advisory Board, I want to express my thanks to our sweet mayor, our council, for their leadership and support on this wonderful, wonderful project. This work lays the foundation for ultimately will be the signature downtown attraction. Town Branch Park will connect the Legacy and Town Branch trails to create 22 miles of uninterrupted bike and pedestrian paths. It will be a crucial link to connecting our urban core to our Lexington beautiful countryside. But as important as that is, for our health, for our transportation, for our recreation, Town Branch Park will be connecting something even more powerful than that, and that is our people. The park will unite people from across the community by providing space for residents of all ages and backgrounds to interact with each other and meet new people. Since their creation more than 100 years ago, Frederick Law Olmsted, designer of large-scale urban parks, has brought people together across social, economic, and racial divides. Studies show that urban parks are one of the most effective ways to build a sense of community. They provide a place for people to connect, to interact in a safe and shared environment. In turn, this is improved community connectivity, outdoor activity, leads to lower crime rates, higher education attainment, and improved health outcome. Today, the heavy lifting begins, so tomorrow we can create the living room in our community, one with the world-class design that reflects the history of our city and includes programming for everyone. Thank you all so much. I'm so proud to be a part of this.
And thank you again and again and again. The Town Branch Park will be located next to our new convention center and Rupp Arena. We will break ground on that project in just a few weeks. Yes, our town is really sizzling, and I'm not talking about the temperatures we're enjoying this week. Town Branch Commons will connect rural to urban, our history to our future, park to park, and trail to trail. Town Branch Commons will have a lasting impact on our city and its citizens. It will be enjoyed by Lexington citizens for generations to come. So thanks to each and every one of you here today and the tens of thousands of citizens across our community and county for all you have done to support this project. Now, let's get the project started by breaking ground. We'll go right over here. All right, 1, 2,